Gratitude greetings. Welcome to the Mind and Soul Show with Geetika and Sunny. Geetika is a leader with a difference, is a coach with a difference, is a healer with a difference. She comes with 14 years of experience of self work, healing, and constantly in touch with her spiritual self. She is a role model to all of us. She's a guide, she's an inspiration. Welcome, Geetika.
Thank you so much, Sunny.
Gitika, one thing we all admire in you is your leadership, emotional intelligence, and relationship management. You have always stood up for yourself very strongly, while being the most loving, caring community builder, influencer, and an inspiration. My question to you today is the red flags in relationship. Why do people get into all peer pressure, fear of losing, ignoring the red flags, and get into slavery mindset or fear of not losing the person and sometimes not able to communicate with the parents also? So how to manage friendships and even romantic relationships in college and in job, etc., or in after marriage as well? Please guide us.
Yes, Sunny. So, relationships, I think, are very important to yourself because be it friends, be it, let's say, any close relationship, be it with parents also, relationship actually consumes a lot of mind and energy also. And also, the work comes secondary, I would say, because it's how closely we are bonded in connections, and it is very important that we attract healthy connections. So the thing that you have talked about is, red flags means something unusual, or I would say not so good and not so right behavior that I am seeing in the other person that is not healthy towards me. It can be just like, as simple as saying something that is not so right or abusive, let's say, or lack of honesty, you can say, shying away things, hiding things, ghosting that we see. So when we see these kind of things, why we get fooled into the relationship, it is very much important. The first thing we need to know is that sometimes we also get clues. It's not just like that we don't get clues, we don't get indications, you know, but we are not ready to accept the reality. We are so much comfortable in the rosy picture, or I would say to see the other person as we want to see, but not as they are. So I want to see other person as Shah Rukh Khan, let's say, but the other person may not be Shah Rukh Khan in reality. So now it is not the problem of other person, but it's your, I think, your sense or lack of sense that is seeing the other person as you have created the picture, not as they really are. So the first thing is that being so much aware in the relationship about the things that the relationship should be mutually loving and supportive. Sometimes we don't even um, go out of comfort to say no to any other person just because of attachment, just because of pleasing behavior, just because that, let's say, the other person will not get upset, the other person will not leave me. So it's not the problem, or I would say the challenge that is outside. It is the challenge, or I would say the trait in you that you have to develop, that how you can be loving to yourself, but at the same time you can welcome other connections. It's just like, you want to impress the other soul, but at the cost of yourself. But in universe eyes, every child is equal. So when you are actually hurting to yourself as well, that means you are doing something wrong karma in the universe. So you are also not allowed to do. And then when you see that from outside, the repercussion from the outside, let's say someone misbehaved with you because you have misbehaved with yourself first. You have given someone else's more priority than you, or I would say, tolerated someone else's behavior that was not right for you. Then the extent increases and then you push back. So, in the whole dynamics, it is very important that it is wise to have relationships. It is good to have relationships. But what kind of relationships you want to welcome in your life? That is very much important. Because even if you are not saying no, that is not also a good practice. You have to be so much wise that what kind of relationship you want and only attract that kind of energy into your aura.
I just love the answer. First, take off the Shah Rukh Khan lens. Because all you see is Shah Rukh Khan, ignoring all the flaws, ignoring all the mistakes. And even Ankur Warikoo says, when it is true love, you see things as they are. So
Right.
it's that Geetika balance which she lives. Yeah, I'm using my mind and heart both together. And I'm disassociating a bit and seeing it objectively, not clouded with Shah Rukh Khan lens or Priyanka Chopra lens. And then you said it so beautifully that we are all creators, children, and we are created by the Lord with the same love, with the same material, with the same intention to shine forth. When I'm forgetting myself, when I'm not standing up for myself, when I'm not expressing my needs, my feelings, I'm insulting myself. And relationships, it happens often, be it at workplace or in family. Who's going to take the responsibility? A coach may help you from outside, but it's about me to stand up and express. So we all have a responsibility to stand up against red flags. It could be a verbal abuse, emotional abuse, or a physical abuse. Are we waiting for the damage? So, yes, Gitika, please guide us a little more on some practical tips and to do's so that we help ourselves and our near and dear ones.
Yes. So, the second thing I want to point out, Sunny, is that, if you want to attract healthy relationships in your life and even make your present relationships better, the core foundation or the first thing that you need to take care of that is that to be healthy, to have healthy relationship with yourself. Because it is the mirrors that we see in outside world. So if you are, let's say, gentle with yourself, if you are loving to yourself, if you are caring with yourself, then I think the universe will reciprocate with the same kind of love and the goodness that is present around uh, the universe. And let's say if your self talk is not good, and if you are not having healthy relationship with yourself, then I think maybe you will attract something that you will not like outside as well. So it is very much important that sometime when we say that the pattern keeps on repeating, be it in terms of let's say uh, intimate relationships, or let's say in workplace, getting maybe manager or higher roles, somewhere where it is not getting well in work relationships, or let's say in family and friendships also. So there you need to check that where in your life you are not acting lovingly and I would say uh, kindly towards yourself, because it is that needs to be healed. And I think that may sound absurd to someone, that how can that be possible? I am always loving to myself, why should I not love myself? But somewhere in some situations we can be self sabotaging, or I would say not friendly towards ourselves, and that can be because of, let's say, fears, doubts, and because of our past wounds as well. And that requires healing if it's not coming genuinely with you, through journaling or so. So it is very important to identify that with yourself, and if it's not possible, then just you can also take a help from coach, as Sunny says.
So important. Yes, we all need a healer. We all need a coach. Hire Geetika now. So important that we heal ourselves because our vibe attracts our tribe. Before you attract another difficult partner or partner who mistreats you, it's important that you start loving yourself. Yes, we all need an expert help. Geetika is the right person. Yes, connect to her immediately. This really has changed the dynamics in my life. Geetika is my coach, my healer too. Yes, this helps in developing a great relationship with our own selves. We start loving ourselves. We start accepting ourselves. We are attracting right people in our life with lot of love, with lot of great energy when we are giving the same love to ourselves. We attract who we are, not what we want. So keep working on yourself and share this video with someone who needs to hear. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, Geetika. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunny. Thanks, everyone.